Hey guys, I'm Hattie Boydle and I'm here with Sebastian Oreb, aka Australian Strength Coach. And today we're going to be doing a heavy squat. Bass is going to be doing a heavy squat session.
So are you, but you're doing other butt stuff as well.
I'm doing
I'm not going to do.
He doesn't like volume, I do. So we're both going to be working up to a max, and he'll be doing some back down work, and I'm going to be doing some heavy squatting and heavy barbell hip thrusting. So essentially my two favorite booty building exercises, back to back, high volume, high weight, which you don't normally see. And I guess you guys are going to be watching us train and also being filmed by Bass's YouTube video.
So we're going to make a YouTube video out of this. I didn't want to miss the opportunity because I know it's going to be a great day to watch you do your thing. On my audience, everyone knows that Hattie's a really strong lifter, and I think a lot of people like to learn why she likes to train for strength and how it carries over for her main goal, which is to get up on stage in a bikini and win fitness model competitions. So how does lifting heavy weight carry over to building booty, I guess?
Physique.
And you're going to see how.
Yeah. These are actually his knee sleeves as well, which I decided to adopt and never give back. Before I even do a squat under the bar, I'll do just body weight squats. And then before that, I do some squats with the band around my knees. So I'm really focusing on the cue of external rotation, driving the knees out, or spreading the floor. So that cue for me really resonates, as if I'm trying to spread the floor with my feet. It really allows my hips to open, my knees to come out, and I can get into a really nice squat position at the bottom.
Very important to have everything. This is where the barbell sits. Everything from here down is what's working. So if this is loose and her arms are wide and her shoulders are relaxed, her spine is weak. So we need to make create torso rigidity out of squeezing her elbows back and shoulder blades down. So that's as hard as a rock.
So today's plan is to work up to a heavy top set. So last Friday I did 130 for a single, and then one set of 10 on 100. So today, I'm gonna play it by ear. So essentially I need to beat that top set somehow. So either doing a heavy double, or going 132 or 135, or hitting even 130 for a double. So whenever I come into base, I don't actually ever have a set program. We've worked together since 2014, so what, 5 years now? And it's always to play it by feel, with the rule of progression somewhere, whether it's increasing volume, so 4 sets to 5 sets, or an extra rep, or extra weight. So fingers crossed. I mean, I always like to have a heavier weight, but we'll see how we go. And then we're gonna do the heavy volume after. So it's gonna be 90 kilos. As the weight gets heavier, you'll notice that my reps drop back. So this one I'll only do 3 reps, 95 kilos. I won't do 95, sorry, I'll go to 100. I'll do 1 or 2 reps, and then I'll go for singles. And at the moment I've been jumping up in 10 kilos. I'm gonna jump up in 2.5, so 5 kilos each side. So as the weight gets heavier and I get closer to my end range of strength, the reps get lower, the rest period gets longer, and the jump in weight will get smaller.
Hattie takes roughly 3 steps, looking straight ahead, initiates the movement by taking a big breath and spreading the floor, pushing the knees down in the same direction as her toes, opening her hips. 3 ways of saying the exact same thing. Big breath, controls the weight down to the bottom position, and controls the weight straight back up.
So I always stand here. I always grab the bar with this hand. It's like when you brush your teeth, you don't think about, okay, I'm gonna like go to the left, go to the right. Like, you just know you brush your teeth. There's no emotional attachment to it. There's no energy in it. It's just something that you do morning and night as your habits or your ritual. It's the same thing when I squat. I'll grab the bar here, line myself up, bring myself under, find that position here. There's like a groove in my back above my rear delt, and I come onto the bar, take a deep breath in, step out the same way, set up, and I know, okay, here, I've done that easy checklist. Now the focus is on squatting with perfect form. So just finished my heavy single, so hit 130, which I'm really happy with. I'm gonna strip the bar back to 100, and then I'm gonna set up my barbell down here, and I'm going to do 10 on 100, down to 8 to 10 on 170 for my hip thrust. So that's my volume work, 3 sets, and it's the fun stuff without it being the fun stuff. So here we go. All right, so that is my session done. Just to recap what I did a heavy top set, so working on hitting a heavy single, worked up to 130 kilos, and then I did back down work, some heavy volume, which is, I can't work out that. I actually got to do 2 of my favorite things in one session, a heavy single and then heavy volume. So back down work was heavy low bar squat, 10 reps at 100 kilos. It's straight into 10 reps on 170 kilos for my barbell hip thrust. And it's quite funny, normally the squats feel the heaviest, and today it was the hip thrust that felt the heaviest. But it might seem like on paper that's not much, but it really does fatigue me, like my muscular system and my nervous system. I am absolutely fried. There's no way I could do another round of that. I'm really working to those top sets. And I guess I get a lot of questions about how to lift such heavy weights, and it's definitely over the years I've learned how to work on my mindset. You might see me get under the bar when I'm doing the heavy volume and saying something to myself, and it's just 1 rep at a time, just 1 rep at a time, just 1 rep at a time. And that for me allows me to give every rep 100% effort as an individual rep, rather than thinking of, oh my God, I've got to do 10 reps on 100 kilos. It's like, if I just think about doing that 1 at a time, I can give that rep 100% effort, and I can really focus on hitting that sweet spot with that lift. And then when I come over to the heavy hip thrust, it's the same thing. Rather than thinking of, oh my God, I've got to do 10 reps on 170 kilos, it's that 1 rep at a time. How I carry that over to when I do the heavy single, I like to visualize. I really like to visualize my training. If I know I've got to hit a really heavy number and I know I've got to do that the next day, the night before I will literally visualize myself hitting that really heavy number, and even visualize the grind, because the grind is going to be there. I can't visualize myself doing this perfect 150 kilo squat. It's like, no, I know how I'm going to feel in the room. I know how I'm going to feel walking up to the bar. I know how I'm going to feel getting under the bar. And so by putting myself into that position, almost creating, bringing that almost like my physiology to that space without even being there, it makes the space when I get there feel familiar. And I do the same thing when I'm going to perform on stage. I visualize the nerves. I have the nerves, but I know how to control the nerves. I visualize my name being called. I visualize how I'm going to walk out on stage. I visualize what my pose feels like. And so it then becomes familiar instead of being unfamiliar and being a shock to my system. So that's how I like to visualize my training. It almost gets me excited and gets me nervous at the same time. And then over the years, I've been able to learn how to channel, I guess, my emotions and that energy to be able to bring it to the bar. So I've actually noticed that over the years that I've been training, I fail less reps. So in the beginning, I'd get under the bar and I'd go for a heavy number and I might fail that rep. Now, because I'm better prepared, I'm more of an advanced lifter. I wouldn't say I'm advanced, I'm still intermediate, but I've become a better lifter. I'm able to really know what my limitations are and when to push the limitations. So it does really help having an amazing coach to also encourage and pull me back when I need it. But yeah, really practicing in the mindset work and being a little bit aggressive, but also perfect practice makes perfect, and technique always comes first. So every time I come into a session, it's always about technique before the load. So hope you guys enjoy watching this session as well.